guys? Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. It is Friday. You are getting your top 24 Michael Jordan cards sold in last night's Goldin Weekly Auction that ended on May 25th, the evening of May 25th. You're getting this on May 26th, so buckle up, enjoy, digest some of this information. Let's get educated and entertained and get cranking. I'll switch you over to screen share. Starting with card number 24. It's the 1987-88 Gigantes de la NBA. That's my best Spanish accent down here in Louisiana. It's actually a really cool looking little hand cut card. Number 34, it's a PSA 6. These are tough to grade, and it's one of those little oddball foreign Jordan cards that so many people like to collect and just amass quantities of. Pretty rare card. And a PSA 6, it does $276 on 29 bids. Card number 23 is the 1995 SP Hollow Views PC5. This is a die cut card. It's got Jordan in the background. It's a PSA 8. That's right down my alley. I've already got the card, so I didn't look into it. Sells for $284. I've got it pulled up here in the Card Ladder sales history. That's a bad sale. The last one sold a couple months ago, almost $400, a penny shy of $400. So this is not a good looking sale for the die cut. Again, these numbers down here for these little small price ones, those are all the non-die cut versions. The die cut version is much more rare and much more valuable, as you can see, but $115 under the last sale. Again, I've been reiterating to you guys, jump on it now. The Goldin Weeklies have cards that are going for discounted prices, and we're going to see a few more as we keep going. Here's a card I'm calling bullshit completely on the sale price. $336 for a 1990 Fleer PSA 10. I don't know where that number came from. If you view all the sales, this one sold for $336 last night on Goldin. This is like one of the most graded cards in the history of PSA. There's 6,000 PSA 10s. As you can see, it's been graded 49,805 for a while there post Last Dance. This was the card that everybody pulled out of their parents' closet and said, I've got a Jordan card, I'm going to grade it. I've got 7 Jordan cards, I'm grading all of them. I'm going to get PSA 10s because at the time, as you'll see, let me show you all the time, this card got as high as $700, $800, $900, even pushed $1,000 up here. What was the high point? Well, we can look at it right here. $958 this card once sold for. Now it's where it belongs. It's actually still, to me, a little bit high. It's a $223 card. Somehow this one's sold on Goldin last night for over $100 more than the exact same card that sold a bunch of times last night. As you can see, $336 on Goldin, $217 on Goldin. Again, down below it, and yeah, that's the one I wanted to scroll you down. Look, here's 226, 223, and then this one goes for 336. So either somebody got caught with a mega bid, or that's a bullshit sale and it's not going to get paid. I don't know. I'll let you guys figure it out. It's not that important. PSA 5 Jordan sticker does $478. Another SP Hollow Views die cut, but this is the PSA 9, does $480. So the PSA 8 does $284. The PSA 9 does $480. Let's see if we can find that real quick. PSA 9, I'm going to put die cut in here. I'm just going to put die. There you go. So there's your $480. That's $210 less than a couple months ago. The same card sold for on eBay. But it's the same that it sold for on the PWCC Weekly last November. So $480 down from $690. Another discount, another steal there on the Goldin Weekly. What about the 92 Beam Team PSA 9? This is a card that's near and dear to my heart. I know you guys are familiar with it. One of Jordan's best early year inserts. Sells for $498 last night on Goldin's Weekly. That's up a few bucks from the last one. It's almost exactly what we would expect. Over the last month, this card sold 9 times. Again, not a rare card in PSA 9. It gets a little bit rare in PSA 10, but PSA 9 is almost 1,000 pop. Sells for somewhere around the $475 to $500 mark pretty consistently, down actually 13% over the last month, but probably around a $500 card no matter what platform you're looking at if you're looking to pick up that PSA 9. The 96 Fleer Flare Showcase, a lot of shit going on here. It's in a Beckett slab, which is fine, but it's an 8.5, which is not fine, and it doesn't have subs on the front, which is also not fine. Sells for $500 for that row 0. Of course, row 0 is probably the most sought after of the different rows in 1996 Fleer Flare Showcase. The 1987 Gigantes de la NBA, which I'm almost positive even in Cajun country means Giants of the NBA. PSA 4 sells for $516. It almost looks like a Topps black border, a Topps Chrome black refractor with that, 4 black borders. Pretty cool looking. It's actually probably not a black border. It's probably hand cut and the red is the border. So I'm just looking at it in this slab. Yeah, that's not a black border, but it would look really cool if it was a black border. So it looks like a little Valentine's Day sticker almost. Right next to it, that goes for $516, by the way. Right next to it, we've got something, it's super creepy. I don't know what it is. Hit Parade. I think this is like repackaged stuff that maybe I've seen it before, but I'm not familiar with it. I certainly wouldn't mess with it. A 2022 Hit Parade GOAT Jordan Graded Edition Series 2 Hobby Box. Possible Topps Star Fleer Ultra graded Michael Jordan cards. Well, that doesn't really narrow it down since there's a billion of those in the world, and it could be a PSA 4 or a PSA 10. Who knows what you're getting? I'm sure there's some list of what the potential pulls are. So somebody did the math and decided 600 was a good deal. It might be a steal of the day. I have no idea. $600 for that 2 hobby box deal. It sounds like Jordan graded cards are going to come out of there, so it's definitely a repack. 1996 Bowman's Best Shots Michael Jordan Atomic Refractor PSA 9. These Bowman's Best Shots Atomics don't sell for like what Finest Atomics and the other Atomics sell for, but this is a PSA 9. It sells for $606. I've got this one pulled up in the Card Ladder sales history. Again, $100 and $114 under the last comp, but better than the comp in this comp right here in December on eBay. So you don't really know. 606 is the second highest sale price of the last 4, so maybe it is a good result. I don't know. It's just interesting. That card really just jumps all over the place. Might have something to do with the clarity of the refracted nature of the card. Each one's different, but 606 for that card, so not really that far off the mark from what we were expecting. This is complete bullshit. We know this is not right. All of us know, if we've followed Jordan cards at all, which most of you watching this video have, this is not a $792 card. There's no way this thing's getting paid. I've got this one pulled up, and I've got multiple copies of this one. It's a pop 1400 almost. The last one sold for 156, 147, 162, 120, and then last night on Goldin, it sells for 792. I call hijinks, monkey business, shenanigans on that one. That ain't getting paid. 1997 Metal Universe PSA 9. Love this insert. It's awesome. It's better than the 98 Metal Universe Planet Metal, which is kind of ugly, but this 97 is just really badass. PSA 9 goes for $840 last night. We've got it in Card Ladder. There it is. A little bit below the last sale. Almost $1,000 on the last one. So another steal to be had on the Goldin Weekly. Go steal from them right now. Get on the platform. And I'm telling you, because I'm doing the same thing, so I probably shouldn't be sharing this, but go steal cards. I don't know what else to tell you. You can get cards, and not every one, but you can get cards for significantly less than what they would sell for on eBay or PWCC Weekly right now. You just can't. There's just not enough people looking at it. One day, I don't think it's going to be this way, but today it is. It just is. And so this is another example. $840 for this PSA 9 Planet Metal. That card now, because of that sale, is down 23% over the last 3 months. It's a pop 143 card. Of course, the PSA 10 is a big one. I'm a happy owner of the PSA 10 copy as well. It's a pop 43 card. Hadn't sold since, it's been 3 days since it sold. It sold for $6,000. So I'm way upside down on that, by the way. Next row. The Die Cut Generations Refractor from 97 Topps. Really cool looking card here. PSA 9. Again, if you're a PSA 9 collector, boy, you were in heaven last night because you got some really cool PSA 9s with the Atomic Refractor, with the Planet Metal, with the Generations Die Cut that sold for $888. And then you've also got this Rockstar Refractor PSA 9 right here that sold for $1,060. That's a card that I definitely want to look up because I've got the card 9.5. And that one hit right on the number. So good result last night for that card on Goldin. Hit right on the number. 1100, 1,060, close enough. That card's actually up 11% over the last 3 months. What about the last 6 months? What are we looking at? That card's up, man. And so that's a Jordan card that's bucking the trend of cards dipping. You should have watched, and if you haven't, shame on you, but my PWCC Premier Auction recap for the month of May came out today. I was like 86 cards, I think, something like that. We saw a lot of Jordan cards, a lot of LeBron cards, a lot of Kobe cards get destroyed, like destroyed in value. So to see a Jordan card that's actually up over the last 6 months, including a sale from last night that's up over the last 6 months, is refreshing and rewarding, and gives me a positive vibe going into my Friday afternoon. Right next to it, we got another signed magazine cover page. Apparently there's a magazine called Hoop. Never heard of it, but it's got Jordan's autograph on it. I think that's a replica, and that's an actual autograph, but $947 for that magazine cover page. Okay, here we go. More Spanish accent. Are you ready? 1985, Mercante Campeonato Baloncesto Liga Azul back, number 173. 173. Did I get that right? PSA. I don't know what FR means. That's weird. I've been doing this for a while. I've never seen FR. Somebody comment below. I might be missing something here. 1.5 does $1,103 for that little Camp Baloncesto blue Jordan. Right next to it, we've got a numerically numbered Jordan, a serial numbered Jordan to 350. The 1998 Upper Deck SPX Finite Spectrum, BGS 9. The 1997 Fleer Thrill Seekers PSA 9, number 7, goes for $1,860. I've got that one pulled up as well. There it is, $1,860 for that PSA 9. That's about on the level. That's almost exactly what we were expecting. A beautiful Jordan insert card with that scope pattern in the background. I think that's the origin of that scope pattern, if I'm not mistaken, in that window pane background. Just an awesome card right there. Of course, there's another Thrill Seekers the next year. It's even more rare, but probably not as recognizable as this one. Over the last 3 months, that card's pretty damn steady, and this one hits the number $1,860 for that PSA 9. Like I said, a lot of PSA 9 action last night. Another autographed Jordan photo does $25.20, a little bit cooler than the magazine cover because the photo is iconic. 86 Fleer Jordan PSA 5 does $3,600. I haven't looked that up. I'm not going to look that up because that's just too common a card. BGS 9 Jordan Wizards autograph. I feel like we saw this maybe in a recent Goldin Weekly, and maybe it just didn't get paid, and so it's been relisted. Or maybe it's a different one. I really don't know, to be honest with you guys. You guys can do that research, but I feel like I just saw this card sell. $3,954. Big number for that card right there. Of course, Ultimate Collection was a big-time product in the year 2001, so that contributes to that price. A pair of Jordan shoes. Some Jordan autograph shoes. It says they're twice signed, so maybe they're autographed on the outside of the other shoe as well, and you could split it and sell it or something like that. I don't know. $55.20 for that one with 41 bids. And now we get into a super creepy rare card. So I've got this one pulled up. I know this sucker is rare. Sells for $8,100. This is the 1991 Hoops Prototypes metal. I think they were looking at the metal product and maybe producing one of these, kind of like chromium type cards for the first time. Remember, this is 1991. Everything leading up to this point is paper. We didn't have Finest, and we didn't have like Topps Chrome technology. Metal and Metal Universe did not exist. Molten metal was no such thing. And so this was a prototype where maybe they were just trying to see what it would look like or feel like. And this prototype in a PSA 9, again, PSA 9 is the grade of the day, goes for $8,100. I've got it pulled up, and I've sorted it by PSA 9. The last one before this sold way back in 2021 for $5,400. So this seems like a big jump from the height of the market. And so you're talking about the hottest year that the hobby's ever experienced. It sold for $5,400. This one sells for almost $2,700 more in an era where cards are significantly down. I don't know. That seems like an extremely ambitious price paid. But again, this just reeks of, the demand of super crazy low pop rare Jordans. Go check it out on PSA on the pop report. I don't know what the pop is, but I bet you it is minuscule to say the least. So a super, super rare Jordan card. Great pickup. I think it was a little bit aggressive and ambitious on the price, but it's one of those deals where, like I said, here's the sales history, guys. If you want this card, you're probably looking at it once every 3 years. 2012, 2015, 2018, 2021, 2023. 5 times in over a decade. So it's one of those deals where if you want it, you better pay up. It only takes 2. There's 54 bids. I'm guessing there's 2 guys that didn't have it, that must have it. I'm glad I wasn't one of them, so I didn't have to chase this thing, but that's a big number. Maybe I'll try to check it out in PSA 8 and see what that's worth. I'm assuming the PSA 8's going to have a much lower, in fact, there's not one. Wait, that's not right. Is that right? Let's see if that's in there. Nothing. It's just a rare card. I don't know what else to say. The 98 East-West wins the day. So the East-West Refractors, card number 1 on our list, and this is a PSA 10 copy of the card, sells for just shy of $10,000, $9,600, which is actually a big number. So this is a great result for the Goldin auction, up $2,100 if it gets paid. As you can see, the last one sold for $7,500 on eBay. On my slab, somebody hit the bin number for $79.95, or they took an offer for $79.95. Look at what this card's done over the last 6 months. So dipped after a $7,800 sale all the way down to $5,520. Somebody today got it for almost twice as much. So, just shy of twice as much. The card's up 23%, even with this beginning data point of 7,800, significantly up from the 5,500, probably up, 85% or something crazy like that. So really good pickup here for $9,600. That's a good sale and a good result for us Jordan collectors out there, and those of us that are holding that card. I've got it in a BGS 10 slab, but PSA 10 is usually pretty indicative. In fact, that's a good comparison. Let's go see what the BGS 10's worth. BGS 10 last sold for $8,400. So the PSA 10 just outsold the BGS 10. BGS 10 is a pop 27. The PSA 10 is a pop 91. So my guess is either somebody way overpaid for that PSA 10 or the next BGS 10 is going to sell for a hellaciously high amount of money. Some interesting stuff you can go look at. The BGS 10 is trending downward. The PSA 10 is trending upward, despite the fact that it's almost 3 times the pop. So lots of interesting stuff going on out there. That's it, guys. The top 24. These videos are short, just giving you a little snippet of what happened with the 24 best Jordan cards in the Goldin Weekly every week. You can expect this every Friday. Appreciate you guys watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And if you haven't checked out the PWCC May monthly Premier Auction Recap, it's out. So by the time you're watching this, the PWCC Premier Monthly is out. Go check it out. It's on my channel. It should be the most recent video before this one. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.